Gabe Funk, Isaac Grunman, Keegan Kitzman lead the way for a Lenox win tonight over East Mills. Gentlemen, kind of a slow start, but you guys are able to move to 2-0. What are the thoughts on tonight?
We're happy how it came out. Started off slow, but finished strong in the second half.
Not good enough. We definitely need to fix up on a couple things, and I don't know, that game shouldn't have ended with the score like that.
We need to work on getting prep ready for the game because we were in the locker room messing around before the game. They came out here and hit us in the mouth, and we came back second half, luckily.
Yeah, a big second half for you guys, like 34 points, I think it was. What were you guys doing well in the second half that led to the success?
Our blockers, they really picked it up. They were missing all their blocks first half. They picked it up. We started running the plays right, and everything started developing.
Isaac, it seems like, having seen like 4 or 5 of your games now, it's kind of, chunk here, 3, 4 yards, 3, 4 yards, and then boom, big play. Speak to the mentality you have to play like that.
Really, there's no mentality to it. It's just once you start seeing the holes, then once you get used to who's shooting where, the hole's always going to be there on the big run.
You had a lot of success in the passing game tonight. A couple of nice long receptions. Talk about that.
Well, Gabe just hit me right tonight. I kind of just, I don't know, kind of got lucky on a few of those.
For you, you had a big year last year, coming back this year. Where do you feel you're at right now? Do you like where you are?
No. Stats don't matter to me. I just, what the score of the game was tonight is the only thing that's going to affect me. I don't care about stats.
What do you feel you did well tonight?
Second effort plays and just that's basically about it. Just second effort plays.
Okay, big night for you passing early on. This is an offense that doesn't throw the ball a ton, at least on paper. So, what were you doing well?
Our guys run good routes, and they were open, and that opened the run game, and that just sparked it all the second half.
Where do you feel you go back to this time a year ago, you're making like your second varsity start, to where you are now, where do you feel you've grown in the quarterback position?
My confidence, it just skyrocketed, I feel like.
When you look back on tonight's game, what's going to stand out to you?
Just the way we passed the ball. We started off slow, but we just battled through adversity, and we won, I guess.
Bedford next week, of course, that's always a fun one for Lenox folks. So how are you guys feeling coming into that one?
Excited. We're excited.
We celebrate this win on the way back. Once we get back to Lenox, it's Bedford week.
We got to keep our composure. Last year we came in the game super hype. We had like 3 touchdowns called back. So this year we're going to calm down, just do our jobs.
All right, Coach. I know not the start you guys were hoping for, but a strong finish. That's the most important thing. Tell me about tonight's win.
We're talking to the guys. It was much needed just playing these guys. We didn't have to play 4 quarters last week. We only got about a quarter and a half with our starters. But, to get 4 quarters out of them, we needed that. And we needed to face a little adversity and kind of see how these guys would respond. And, East Mills came out. They were ready to go. They were very physical at the point of attack. And, we took some time to get going. And, with 3 new guys up front, a couple new guys at tight ends, they needed to see that difference. And they needed to face a good defense. These guys brought it to us, and there's a lot to learn from it. But I thought they battled it like crazy. And, getting some big plays in the second half, just momentum shifts completely.
Kind of a wild play to end the first half, but you guys are able to tie it. How big was it for you guys to go in the locker room tied?
Oh, that was huge. Just us being the way the first half went, with us getting down 2 scores and then having to battle back, and we punched one in and got another stop, and then came back down and scored. That was huge for just morale for more than anything. Just the kids were excited for it. They knew that we could play better, and just coming out, we told them it's 0-0 now. We're back to even playing field, and to be at that point in the second half and be able to come out ready to go, that was huge.
Looked like a very mature night from Gabe Funk at the quarterback position.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he has done a ton of work. Just last year he got thrown in the fire as a freshman, and this year he's worked a ton in the off season, been in the weight room every day, and he trusts those wideouts that are out there. Samson, and we throw Leo out there. We got Caden throwing it to Isaac. That's big, for just his confidence and just it opens things up. Okay, it helps us with we don't, like I said, we got 3 new offensive linemen, so we got to try a few different things, and having him back there, a year of maturity, ready to go, is huge. And he sat back in the pocket, made some great throws, and our guys came up with some big catches too.
Yeah, you guys threw the ball a lot tonight for your guys' standards. To success as well. Coming in tonight, was that something you kind of thought you might have to do?
We thought about doing some different things. We worked on some things in practice kind of that we thought we could exploit. I didn't expect to throw as near as much as we did, but, when things are working and there's plays to be made, you got to adapt. And our kids battled, and then we adapted, and some of the plays we kind of had to go with on the fly, but you know what? They picked it up well, and, that adds an extra element to what we can do.
Sometimes your coaches talk about, throwing so they can run, and you guys were able to do that tonight. What'd you like from the ground game?
Just they stuck with it. They, we got stuffed quite a bit. They came up and made plays, but our guys, they stuck with it. They stuck with what we do, and they trusted it enough to keep battling. And we eventually found the creases, and we worked to wear them down. And that was big for what we're all about is just, we want to run the ball, and we want to ground and pound, and, eventually, things are going to pop. And there were some different things that opened up. And Isaac and Keegan, they're great backs. They play behind their pads, and, they will make a ton of plays for us. And, they battled their tails off tonight.
It's Bedford week now. Tell me about this matchup.
1-0. That's the focus. I know it's Bedford. I know our heads are going to be very focused on the name, but we got to focus on just 1-0 and moving forward. But it'll be nice to be back at home. We haven't had a home game yet, so it'll be nice to play in front of the home crowd.